Running out of time, hey, yeah. I said it one time, I said it 2 times, hey, yeah. We got the vibes, yeah, yeah. You would think they on side.
You bringing it in?
Go ahead.
What's going on? Welcome back, everybody. Episode 47. I literally just looked, and now I already forgot because my head is just ridiculous. But yeah, episode 47, On Tap with the Boys. We have Cody and Tyler here for the boys today, and we are joined by our special guest today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Justin Jimenez. I'm the owner of Electric Blue Tattoo Company in Forest Lake, Minnesota. Friend of Cody's.
Hell yeah. So we had met through videography.
Right, right.
I was going to do a little project for Justin, but then I moved out to Fargo.
Yeah,
like
he got
right
all big
after.
time and took off on
I
us.
thought he sold out on me. I thought he left me hanging in the wind, and at least I'm not alone. I finally met somebody in Simba.
No, I mean, I am, honest to God, super proud of you. That's fucking awesome that you,
Thanks, man.
went after it.
We don't
you're living your dream.
We don't compliment him.
That's the only one you get all night.
Realistically, the one that should be proud is you, Justin. You're running a freaking amazing tattoo shop in Forest Lake. Up until
I appreciate it.
we met you, we have a good friend of ours that owns a tattoo shop in Michigan.
Okay,
and
cool.
we had him on the podcast previously, but up until we met you, he was the only person that we would send people to for tattoos.
Yes.
Whether they have or not, I have no idea.
yeah.
But now they have a spot that's closer.
So,
if you're listening, go to Electric Blue Tattoo in Forest Lake. If you're close to Minnesota, go see Trent if you're close to Michigan.
Yeah,
we go.
Awesome, man. We really appreciate it, especially in like the tattoo industry in general. Word of mouth is gold. It's better than any kind of advertising that you can do. Because
I believe
people
that.
are literally walking around all day and night with your work on them. So,
Yeah.
what you do reflects, how busy you are in general. It's such a cool career, and I'm super blessed to be in it and be working with the people that we are. We have a big crew now. We went from just me and my buddy Josh to there's 6 of us now, so we're fully staffed.
So crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So nuts.
Yeah,
2 years we've been at it, so it's pretty cool to see it happen all so fast. So
Yeah, I just want to bring back, you were talking about the advertising and whatnot. I mean, that's kind of the same way that we run things here is word of mouth. But like you were talking with your art pieces, what you make with the tattoo is art. And people pay a lot of money for expensive art and hanging up in their homes and stuff, but they're putting your art on their body
forever.
And that literally is the best advertisement.
It's so cool, man. Yeah, it goes everywhere. It's not like, come back to my house and check this painting out, which is super cool. I'm into that too, but it's literally something that you take with you to the grave, and there's not a whole lot of things in life that you can really do.
Well, that's a lot of trust that they put in you too as well.
And I can't even express how much trust I have from my clients, especially nowadays. And it's been a grind to get there, but people come to me and they literally let me freehand whole sleeves and huge giant pieces on them and stuff. Like, we're talking things that take multiple sessions and hours upon hours, and they just trust me to whip it out for them.
Wow.
It's pretty neat. It's crazy, honestly.
I'm sure you get asked this all the time, and we asked our buddy Trent when we had him on here too. Give us some examples of just some wild shit that you've seen as a tattoo artist.
Oh man, like wild tattoos or clients or what?
Well, more so the clients.
Okay,
like we know there's some weird people that just love tattoos.
Yeah.
So give us some stories of some weird ass people that you've gotten in at the shop.
Okay, so everybody has a crazy story of their apprenticeship, and when I was doing mine, I had this girl come in, and she just turned 18, and she wanted to get a Hello Kitty tattoo
On her booty hole?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be even. Yeah, no, the story would be even crazier then. But no, it was ridiculous. It was on her forearm, little tiny thing, and it took me about like, and I had way more patience back then than I would ever have now for something like this, but it took me about 15 to 20 minutes after she sat in the chair and I was ready to go to actually be able to even start tattooing her. Every time I got close to her, she would pull her arm away and yell. And then when I finally did tattoo her, she started moaning like a porn star. The whole shop was just like looking like, what the fuck is going on? And she like, yeah, it was terrible. She's just was sitting there like, it was insane. It was crazy.
I thought the story was going towards the fact that how weird it is they got the Hello Kitty on
Oh,
tattoo.
the whole situation was weird. Like, it's just crazy.
It's a chick moaning from pain, getting a Hello Kitty tattoo on her.
Yes.
Like,
No shit.
Yes.
That is so weird. Like
It's
she's getting off from this.
No, I don't think so.
second guessing himself.
I'm not even sure really what was going on. The whole time her boyfriend was right there too. So it was just like awkward and
weird.
crazy and it was loud and
Have you ever made her do that before?
She was super intense and I couldn't get her out of there fast enough. It was like a 10-minute tattoo that ended up being like an hour and a half.
So like her pain screams kind of sounded like this.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
It was something like that.
The longer we go, the more I hate the sound bites that we've just been on there forever.
I know we need to redo a whole page because I have to scroll through 5 different banks before I find one that I want to use. There's so
many out there. Yeah, that's.
I thought that was a good
so.
time.
I'm just trying to picture this from the standpoint of a bystander or like someone else getting a tattoo. You're sitting down, you're in this shop, and then all of a sudden you just hear moaning, like super loud, like yelling almost.
It was intense. Like it's enough to scare someone away.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my god.
It
And
was
on a
super
Hello Kitty
bad.
tattoo on her forearm.
Such a happy tattoo.
Maybe that's what it
Went
was.
South, like,
She's
real fast.
She's got a lot of pleasure that you're just putting such good art on her forearm.
Now, if somebody asks for the Hello Kitty, I'm just like, no, I don't have any of those on tap.
This you get the PTSD, the warplanes, the shooting and bombs.
Flashing with the little pink bow. Like right
Oh,
before my
that's
eyes.
funny.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that was a bad one. Crazy shit though. I mean, like I've had people pass out on me, and you know that's pretty typical. You know, doesn't happen all the time, but everybody has it happen.
So with you owning your own shop and stuff now, I feel like you're obviously out of like the low man, like you have to do something to make your way up type of thing. Have you ever tattooed a booty hole or a penis?
I just got asked this like last week, the same question. I've never tattooed a booty hole. I mean, I'm not like.
Are you
I'm not
opposed
out
to it?
to do it. I'm like,
Right.
I could live my whole life without ever tattooing a booty hole, but
You might get some phone calls after this.
I don't
goes
know.
live.
Like I might, you know, like there's always a chance. You never know. Catch me on a good day.
The
It could
15 people
happen.
that watch this seem like the 15 people that get
would
booty
get
holes.
there. Yeah, and I'm saying no to each and every one of them.
So okay, I'm just trying to picture the dynamic of that also. So like someone goes in, let's say it's a man,
Yeah.
and you agree to do this,
Whoa.
and it's a real thing,
I didn't even think of that.
and you got to shave it, obviously.
You would have to.
That'd be
you would have
tough.
to. And man or woman, you know, you
Yeah.
got to get in there with. You got to clean it up.
That'd be so tough.
that razor burn would be terrible.
In all realness, like we don't try not to tattoo. So
That's fair.
Any special
know.
special purpose tattoos?
nothing that I can really.
Because
Like what? Like
Yeah,
give
like,
us an example.
elaborate.
I'm not sure
just
what that
like
I have a couple things
stuff
in mind,
on
but-
your penis. Like
Okay,
on your penis or on your vagina.
Special purpose. I know people. I got homies that got them, and you know, it's not for everybody. But
Bet. I feel like that hurt. That really
little
hurt.
star on his tip, shooting star. you
No.
know.
Do you-
Seriously?
Never heard of that?
Oh my god. No,
So-
I've never heard of that.
Here's my question: is that if you tattooed a penis, would the penis have to be erect, like the whole time?
So I'm gonna say no. You wouldn't want it erect. That seems like it would bleed a lot.
Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of pressure behind it there.
You know, it's something that I would don't want to ever have to find out.
I wonder if you'd like put it on like.
Stretch it out.
Yeah, you know, like the circle things where the tan hides on and like scrape
Yeah.
it off.
It's
Like
the
you gotta
same.
put one of those on the penis skin.
Oh my
I work.
Sorry, I'm
With,
probably
I
gone
used to
too
work
far,
with
but
this
whatever.
old cat, and he said that he knew a dude that would do it. He would take a fucking magazine and roll it up around it and stretch stretch it out. He said he would make it hurt on purpose.
That sounds
Why?
painful.
Just because
That's
like
what you get. Don't
come in here and
with
make
some
me do
weird
this.
shit.
Right. So
That's
I
what
can
you
get behind that because like the mentality is like I'm not going to turn it down, but at the same time like fuck you for
Back
wanting
in the
to do
day,
it.
they
Right?
would just do whatever. I would turn it down.
yeah.
Turn it down. Hard pass.
There's plenty of regular tattoos to pay the
There's
bills.
so many regular tattoos to pay the bills. Like, I don't need to,
Yeah.
And if it ever happened, I'd be taxing.
Yeah, you're like, hey, you want to come and do this?
like,
I'm going to make you pay a lot.
I can think of if I had to think of an exception, like fucking The Rock comes in, he's like, I need my fucking Dwayne Johnson tattoo. You know what I mean? Like,
Well-
are you gonna not tattoo The Rock's fucking slang?
Also,
dude, like,
Are you going to charge him the same price as someone
ton
from
of
Forest
fucking
Lake?
money, dude.
Exactly. So
yeah, like, dude,
it's not
slap
worth
that
it.
fucking thing down, give me fucking 10 grand, and then fucking shake hands at the end and part ways. Like,
We'll
man,
figure it out.
You know
We'll
what I
figure
mean?
it out.
Like, I'll even be gentle on you, bro.
You are putting your art on his body.
Yeah, like,
but it's
and
that,
at that point, like that. Whatever,
That's a
Fuck it.
billboard, dude.
You would hope you'd get more like a fucking Jennifer Aniston type or something. in your
Yeah.
that'd be
chair,
weird if you
like-
tattooed her penis, dude.
It would.
But I'd still do it.
Oh, that's funny.
Still do that shit. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
God, that would be tough. Okay,
Not
hear
too
me
many
out.
weird things anymore, though. I wear like our shop's in a really nice area.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
and we got some pretty good clientele.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The few times that I've been there,
It's
everyone
been
there is
like-
awesome.
Yeah, it's been like maybe 2.5 years since I've had any weird shit happen. So
Good.
Not this
That's a good
shop.
thing. Knock on wood.
yeah, knock on wood.
Now, from the standpoint of Jennifer Aniston is coming in, is there an exception to booty hole tattoo if it's Jennifer Aniston?
Yes.
She gets a hard pass, dude. Yeah. There's something up with her, man. She doesn't even age. She's like a vampire.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you were
Yeah,
saying
that's
like
fair.
passing, like you're passing, not
she
going to
pa-
do that. I'm
No,
like,
she's
yes.
passed. She gets a yeah.
She's not human, anyways.
Yeah, she can get her booty hole tattoo.
She's maybe
100%.
part of those lizard people or whatever.
I don't know. She's like drinking adrenochrome or something,
Yeah.
dude. Like she's
Oh my
one of
gosh.
those ones that hasn't changed since she's been in her
A reptilian.
20s, dude.
Yes.
She could be a skinwalker.
Oh my God.
Yeah, her and Keanu Reeves, I feel like are those people that you hear in those conspiracy theories.
Yeah, now that you mention
He
it,
hasn't
that
aged.
dude hasn't changed since his 20s either.
No, not
He's like
one bit.
fucking 50.
He's literally the same
The
person.
exact same.
Except the difference between I think him and Jennifer Aniston, I would say it's more likely that Jennifer Aniston has had some sort of cosmetic surgery to keep her that way
Had to.
than
him. But
I
at
don't
the same
foresee
time,
Keanu Reeves ever doing that.
No, he's kind of like his aura is like organic. You know
Very.
what I mean? Yeah,
He's a
like-
real guy.
Although, yeah, he like makes sure he's a real guy.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. So I don't think he would rock the plastic surgery.
Yeah, I
What
don't
is
think
up
so
with
either.
that, anyways? Like,
Plastic surgery?
oh man, yeah. I mean, honestly, like the ideal woman now, it went from like bone skinny to like ridiculously unproportioned.
Thick.
Yeah,
Thick.
like I don't
Thick.
mind thick. I love thick, and I love all types. All types. It's fine,
Absolutely.
you know. But just like some of them that I see on Instagram is like just too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Just too much.
Well,
like
we were
their
just talking
lips,
about
their
that.
ass, their everything is just too much.
We were just talking about that.
We had this conversation
Looks fake.
two episodes
Looks
ago.
fake.
He was giving me
46.
shit because I said, this girl's butt is too big.
He was on Instagram and said this chick's ass was too big.
And it's all just like in my mind. It's about the proportions of things. Like
Unreal.
You know what I mean? Like,
he said
Tyler
the same
disagrees.
thing.
Tyler disagrees.
I'll take
I'm all
big
about
ass,
proportionality.
yeah, like a little person on a
Proportions.
little frame doesn't need a fucking giant thing. You know,
Yeah,
just like,
right.
I'm about
like,
big
I agree.
portion. I'm
good
about
for
portions
you.
too.
You're a big portion
Just big
size guy.
portions.
Yeah,
Super
you
size
big
it.
portions of
thick,
ass.
That's fine.
Super
yeah,
size it.
like big booty. My girl got a big old butt. You know? that's how we like it, you know. But yeah, the plastic surgery thing, the Instagram stuff, like some of them look good, and just some of them just look like damn.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
too much.
they do overdo it a lot
Overdo it,
more
yeah.
than they
It's
should.
tough. It's a tough look in my book.
But it does blow my mind, like, as you were talking, where, like, the images you get for, like, the ideal woman. Like, when I was young, like, sneaking my uncle's Playboys, it was a tall, blonde, skinny chick with fake tits. Yeah. You didn't even get an ass pic in the Playboys or nothing. It was just tits. Nobody cared about ass back then.
No, I'm all about that.
Yeah, dude. So much has changed. I feel like in such a little time.
The world has changed. It's because of Kim Kardashian. Oh, that big booty changed
that's a good point,
dude.
That might be. That might have changed a generation when they found that sex tape. Their idea of the perfect
nobody's seen no ass like that before.
No,
and it was like bam.
That comes up.
Changed the world.
That's the excuse of is it real?
Yeah.
Is her ass right now real? Who knows?
Well, we talked about this before, but supposedly on one of these episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I've literally only ever seen one, and it was not that one.
Dude, you watch that just as much as Joe Rogan, dude.
And they had x-rayed Kim's butt, and they had said it's real.
Dude,
so they had to prove it.
I guess.
Like she just couldn't. She's like, no, this is 100% USDA.
Yeah.
Like,
she's like, I'm sick of people. I'm sick of people saying it. But at the same time, like, isn't there certain types of materials I feel like that just wouldn't show up on an x-ray?
That's a good point.
You know, so like, what is that
proving? Only like an implant would show on. Maybe that just proves that her booty is like half real and it's got like slightly enhanced.
Now, maybe you guys know more about this than me, but isn't a Brazilian butt lift where they literally take tummy fat and like put it in your butt?
So.
I think so.
So that doesn't show up on an x-ray? Why would...
No, that's real. It wouldn't be fake.
Do they not? Do they only do that, or do they move the booty cheeks up a little?
They probably do that too.
I'm sure it just depends on the person.
Like, I suppose.
Like they put clothespins on the top and like tie it to your hair so that it holds it up.
And you just twerk wriggling like
Yep.
Shaking your head up and down.
That's fucking great, dude.
That's the butt lift.
Yeah, Brazilian butt lift, I think is what it's called. And I'm pretty sure they take fat from other parts of your body, put it in your butt, underneath your skin.
Search it up.
I don't get service down here.
I was telling the audience.
Oh.
Search it.
Look it up and tell us that we're idiots for not knowing a couple days after we record this.
We will do medical research on that. Well, speaking of,
get familiar with it.
I've gone down a rabbit hole this week to like
on YouTube or what?
No, with my fucking podcast, man. Last week was conspiracy theories. I listened to like 10 hours.
Conspiracy theories.
This week, dude, I've been listening to 2 seasons of Dr. Death. You heard of that?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's just like doctors that do malpractice shit and just kill people.
On purpose?
Well, the one guy is arguably on purpose. And then the other guy was self-diagnosing people with cancer so he can make money off of putting people through... Chemo, yeah.
Did they not have cancer?
They did not have cancer.
No.
He told them they had cancer.
How sick you would get from that? Dude. That is horrible.
Yeah, he killed people doing it.
Ooh.
He killed people, but yeah,
wow.
He was making millions. Yeah. He said like the average doctor would treat like 200 patients a year, and he had 1,700 under his own. He like did 35,000 people in this practice that he was going, and he made insane. But yeah, he went to prison for life.
They make that much more money. I mean, you would think there's plenty of just people who are actually sick that need help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude.
There's just that much more money by conning people.
They're that greedy. They're just that greedy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need like 5 Lamborghinis, not just one.
Yeah,
it's
terrible. No shit.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I was in Michigan.
Especially doctors. We're at in Michigan.
I don't know.
Should maybe have Trent go...
Yeah, go fuck him up. No, he's in prison.
Visit him in jail.
Yeah.
Or prison.
And then the other guy, he like pretended he knew how to do surgeries and whatnot. He was a neurosurgeon. So he'd go through and do spinal surgeries and stuff. On his best friend, he didn't even know what he was doing. On his best friend, he like almost decapitated his head and paralyzed him for life.
Holy
trying to fix a knot his friend had in his head.
Was he just like a DIY surgeon?
He was doing this by himself?
He didn't know what he was doing.
How was he operating?
He went through school and everything, and he somehow passed. He passed everything. He got really big into coke.
Book smart, and then just did the books, but never really knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he was doing a fuck ton of coke, drinking a shit ton. They were saying he'd go on like LSD and coke binges like all night, and then just go to work and come home and just go continue the party. And he killed 2 people, I think, and paralyzed 20.
See, here's the thing. Like, those drugs, like, to the average mind, they just decay you. And to a certain type of mind type, you can cause, like, it could be detrimental to society. Like, look at that, how smart that dude was. Yeah. Put him on some crazy fucking drugs, and he's fucking doing crazy surgeries. He's just dreaming up in his head on people. Yeah. Like, that is insane. Like, talk about, like, worse than, like, your average fucking drug addict.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know? Like, somebody that can do damage out there. That's horrible.
Right. That's weird. Do you get people coming in to get tattoos that are drunk? High,
no,
tripping.
We won't tattoo anybody under the influence.
But is there honestly, people that show
up? Not lately. It's been a long time since I've had anybody wander in the shop that you could smell booze on. But it happens every once in a while. You just, hey, you got to make an appointment.
Yeah,
we don't have time today. We wouldn't, dude. Honestly, tattooing someone who's drunk is horrible.
Does they just bleed all over or what?
Dude, it's not even that. It's just they're just like usually like unruly. They won't sit still, like they're like slouching and like slumping off or whatever the deal is. It's just not the ideal situation. You want somebody that's like coherent,
right?
Like, can like sit still
with it.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
100%, yeah.
Purposefully hold their body.
Right. Yeah.
Hold it together.
Back in the day, people didn't care. Like there's tattooing started in like electric tattooing got huge in New York in the Bowery, and they used to practice on the local drunks. They just go get them a little pint, and they would just get them boozed up and practice on them and shit. So I mean, it's so different now. Tattooing is like, it's so much more. Obviously, it's evolved for the better, but it's so much more professional.
For sure.
It was crazy back in the day. They used to use a bucket and they just like all share it.
What do you think about these people that just go on eBay and buy like a $30 tattoo gun and just tattoo themselves when they're hammered on the weekends?
You're gonna fuck some people up.
Yeah.
First of all, like that equipment is just not like up to par. There's no way you could do anything nice with it, even if you wanted to. And it's actually there's a lot that goes into it besides just setting up a machine and putting ink in somebody's body. There's a lot of medical stuff. You have to be sanitary. There's bloodborne pathogens involved, and you have to make sure that you're safe and you're not.
That's number one priority, obviously.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 100%. So like if you're doing tattoos at home, you're definitely not in a sterile, safe environment.
Right.
And you could run the risk of giving somebody, hepatitis or some.
What about a basement?
Infection.
What about a basement? Yeah, he got his tattoo over here.
Yeah, you know what?
But it was actually a very professional environment. This is from our buddy Trent.
Oh my god, that's fucking rad though.
That's the only tattoo I got. That's my first ever tattoo.
Oh my god, I love it.
So it was actually very professional. Yeah. He sanitized fucking everything.
Yeah, I've tattooed in a non-shop environment as well. And when I started, the health department wasn't even involved. I was, I taught myself how to tattoo.
Damn.
And I worked my way up and got a job in a shop.
We can't be that old. How old are you?
I'm 33.
No shit.
Yeah, bro.
You look good for 33.
Wow, you age like wine, bro. Dude. I do not think you're 33.
Nah, shit, dude. Thanks. I've been through some shit, bro. I got 3 kids. I've been divorced.
Damn.
I've been out here doing shit.
That's a whole life, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's a trip. It's a trip. Like,
wow, that's
crazy. But I
you're a vet in the tattoo game. Are you originally from Minnesota here?
Yeah. Minnesota. My family's from the east side of St. Paul, and we moved up here with my mom around this area. I lived all over the place in this area, just right up and down 35 from here to, I lived in Pine City before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
White Bear, Wyoming, Stacy, North Branch, all over the place.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, all over the place. So you're very familiar with the area.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, how do you think? Well, I guess where have you all tattooed? Have you just tattooed around Minnesota, or have you?
Well, no. I mean, did a guest spot in South Dakota with some of the homies over there.
Okay,
it was a lot of fun.
I was more so thinking like, have you moved out of state?
Never
pursuing tattooing.
No. I've actually been like lucky enough to be able to crush it out here locally.
Yeah.
And just move around a little bit when I want to go see some of my friends and stuff. But as far as that goes, I would like to, go do some more guest spots and stuff. But I got kids, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of rooted here.
Yeah.
So that and then also the shop. This is like my my fourth child, so I got to kind of stick around as far as that goes. It would be really cool to have a second shop somewhere, maybe
Yeah.
in a different state. At
Oh,
some
for
point in
sure.
time.
Hell yeah.
What about like conventions and stuff? Do you do those at all?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do conventions. Conventions have been completely shut down for
Yeah, I
like
suppose.
you guys know the COVID shit.
You do the Hinckley one?
Yeah,
At the casino?
We're gonna do that. It's set for August. I can't remember exactly the date.
We got to introduce you to our buddy Trent. He always comes down for that convention. You guys would get along great.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
cool,
he's a good
man.
dude.
Hell yeah,
he's a
good
I
dude.
wonder if I've met him then.
You
I'm
probably
sure.
have.
Yeah,
He's been
I'm
there for
sure.
like 5 years now. in a row.
Yeah,
'cause I've done, like, the
Backwoods
last
Tattoo
few
Studio.
ones.
We got his merch around here somewhere. We have a
cool,
business
I wore
card
a
and a
sweatshirt
sticker.
this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, backwards tattoos.
Yeah, his merch is incredible.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyways, what I was going with that with the location based thing was I was going to say, do you think the clientele here is different from other areas? Like, from an example, I guess would be like in Las Vegas at the tattoo places I've been into. It is a
it's dramatic.
plethora of different people.
Yeah, and then
But it's dramatized.
The pricing is dramatically different out there, and it does. It goes by where you're at in the demographic and the economy, the local economy.
Yeah,
too,
for sure.
There's some states that you go to where it's not like you can go tattoo in California. Everyone's making like $200, $250, $300 an hour.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal.
Oh, for
same
sure.
in Las Vegas, few $100 an hour.
Wow.
Depending on where you work, and depending on the situation, but
Yeah.
it does fluctuate quite a bit. And then there's just people that have just such a huge following that they charge just enormous amounts of money.
In order to get me to do it, I'm going to have to be compensated heavily.
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
thing.
Well, and then just have you grow your art, your tattoos to a certain point, and
With their value more, like art. Like a Van
like
Gogh
it's buying a
Yeah.
Picasso or a Van Gogh,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Good point.
Those
Yeah.
are kind of big names to compare to tattooers, but
Yeah.
But it's
you get
kinda
the gist
same,
of it.
yeah. If you had that person come make a painting, it's going to be a fuck ton of money.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Like you're gonna get what you pay for 100%
Mm-hmm.
in this business, and that's the way it should be, But
Oh, yeah.
it's really neat. Like I said, man, I'm really blessed to be involved. Just it's
cool. It's a
changed
cool
my
community.
life completely. Since I started tattooing professionally and really started going at it. So.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
hell yeah. So now when you're doing it, obviously you got a ton of tools. You got like all these different, basically machines that you're using for different kinds of tattoos.
Right.
Is there like a specific,
Brand?
I don't know, like go-to that people can do?
Milwaukee.
I'm basically thinking like of ways like I think a YouTube video where it's like professional tattoo person with a wish.com tattoo gun versus someone who's never tattooed before with a really nice tattoo gun.
Yeah.
And then like do the same tattoo on different people and you like compare it and see who does it. So like that's what I'm asking is like
the machines.
where's it range?
Yeah, so like the machines 100% make a huge difference. But in like that situation where you're saying someone that's not experienced, experience is where it's at when it comes to tattooing. Like years in the game and just, time with the machine in your hand is gold. That's what it is. You can't trade it for anything. So I would say that somebody with professional knowledge that has just a janky machine would still do a better tattoo than somebody with just a nice machine that's ready to rock.
Yeah. Right.
So is it still possible to do like a nice tattoo with a shitty Amazon tattoo gun?
I could probably do something decent, dude, but I would probably have to monkey with it.
Yeah.
And like, it would be
Figure it out.
I would be cussing the whole time. Yeah. I'd just be pissed, dude.
Think you'd be
Like,
shorting out, just sparking.
yeah, I'd be so mad, dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I think I need to go grab another drink.
We need to take a
We'll
bathroom
take a little break. We'll be right back.
We gotta get your guys' podcast popping again, dude.
I know. At its peak, we were doing numbers.
It was a good time.
Dude, that's
At its
awesome.
peak, we were doing numbers.
It's still a good
yeah.
time. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
we got to get it rolling again. Is the main thing,
That's
and
what
that's
we're
why
doing
we're not doing so hot. We skipped last week. or this week, I guess. We're recording on Thursday of the week before this comes out. But
shit happens, man.
Yeah, we
Life
skipped a week.
happens.
We're sorry for that. It's tough to coordinate.
It's falling
It's tough.
apart on us.
We're 4 hours apart from each other. We got to figure something out.
I went up to Fargo. We had how many people? 3 episodes booked? Like not booked, but like 3 episodes planned.
Technically 5.
And then
5 opportunities to record podcasts. So we were going to do 5 podcasts last weekend. We only ended up doing 1.
And it was a guy we didn't even plan for. He just he showed up.
It was
late.
last minute.
Yeah, last minute.
We were just like, "Hey, would you want to do it too?" And he's like, "Yeah." So we come down, and he's the only one that did it out of everybody.
And we got all fucked up. Wake up in the morning, everybody backs out on us. We're like, "Well, fucking thank God we recorded that one last night."
Also, we really didn't want to record because we were hungover.
Oh, we were so fucked.
We're just like,
doing anything hungover is the worst.
Yeah, we're like, we don't really want to do another one. So,
well, we drank
it
till
is
like
what
4
it is.
a.m. and then woke up and went to golfing right away and started drinking again. Yeah.
God,
It was
that's
a long
tough.
ass day, dude. I passed out so hard on your couch. Dude, so I put this in my notes. So that night we were out in Fargo. My phone died, so I had my phone on the charger. So I took my work phone out to the bars because I just in case I had to call 911 or something. So when I write everything in my notes, when I have an idea to like talk about on the podcast, I write it in my notes so I don't forget. And I was on my notes because on my work phone, I write notes for work of like what I need to do and like look up. I go on my notes on my work phone and I see that I don't even think you remember this because we got blacked out. I totally forgot until I look at my notes. Like, I'm like, holy fuck, that happened. Do you remember? It says Cody put his finger in a drunk guy's mouth.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. I do remember doing that at Fort Knox.
Yes.
You're lucky he didn't bite you, bro. Could you imagine?
Okay, have you ever seen the Eric Andre show?
Yeah.
When he does this bit where he's like walking around New York City with the bird on his shoulder and the green morph suit, like the bird up.
Yes.
Bird up.
Yes.
Bing, bing, bing. You know, like that thing.
Shit.
So he like has this one episode where he's doing that and he's like putting his finger in this girl's mouth and she just is going with he's like yabu bay. Anyways, that's all I could think about that night for some reason. And this dude was what was
Do
he
you
doing?
remember the scene? Okay, so we come out of the bar at bar close. We're fucked up. And there's this dude, like, he had to be, I don't know if he was tripping or just blackout hammered. And he's standing, arms down, head in the sky, just mouth wide open.
Oh my God.
Just wide open, eyes closed, staring up, the head back.
And then you went in for the kill.
Cody just, like, tickles his tonsil.
Did he gag?
No, I guess I don't know. I don't remember. I just
Did he
remember putting
even
my finger in his mouth.
Like,
I just say I don't remember.
He started laughing. The other,
oh my God. That's too much, dude.
Cody goes up super slow, and this guy's eyes are closed, and he just like touches his inside of his mouth.
God.
I forgot about that.
So weird, man.
That's so funny.
That's fucking
Yeah,
funny.
that was a long night. I haven't been that hungover in a long time.
Oh my God.
That was aggressive.
It was so funny when I look at my notes though and seen that, and it was like a flashback. Like I totally forgot, and I've seen it in your eyes when you realize what just happened. You're like, holy fuck, I did that.
I remember because all I was thinking about that night was that bit that Eric Andre is doing and like putting his finger in that girl's
I
mouth.
have to do it.
And it was just the perfect opportunity.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I honestly don't remember his reaction, but I do remember doing it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's the only shitty part about those nights is like you have so much fun. Like I know the whole night was euphoric, but I can't remember most of it. Kind of browned out a little bit.
I never do that. I guess I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been that messed up.
I feel
Right.
like it's honestly an overload too of so much stuff going on. Some stuff just
Yeah,
gets pushed to the back.
the
of your
stimulus overload. Well, and
Yeah.
it's a new place too. That's only like the second or third time I've ever been downtown Fargo.
Yep.
And the party
fun
scene,
there?
the party scene in Fargo is unbelievable.
It was just like downtown Minneapolis. That's the vibes
Yeah.
I got.
yeah, but
It's actually a big city.
Yeah, big.
oh
Yeah.
well, okay, so like Moorhead, Fargo, and West Fargo together is the same size as St. Paul.
Oh shit.
And they're all basically one city. Like you cannot
Right.
tell going across the lines. They're all together.
Is it nice?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
very
So
Super
it's like
nice.
the city's just not ghetto.
It's all
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
I would say
will-
the whole town was built after 70s.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
everything's after the 70s, brand. You know, pretty
And
much.
I wonder
brand new.
why that is. Is it a flooding thing or what?
Well, yeah,
Fargo.
they had
That's where they didn't even film the movie there though, right? I thought
You want to know
filmed it
something
in
crazy?
Minnesota.
They filmed the last
Minnesota.
scene right down the road from your shop at the hitching post in Forest Lake.
No fucking
The
way.
motel when he's running out the back.
I've been to that motel.
When he's running out the back in the end scene of Fargo, Jerry, I think his name is.
Yeah.
That is at the hitching post in
No
Forest Lake.
fucking way.
Yes.
I have
That's
a confession
insane.
to make.
I have a confession. to
I've
make.
never seen Fargo.
Oh man,
I mean,
it's all right.
Is it
You're-
that good?
you're not
It's been
really
so long
missing
since
much.
I've seen it. Like, go rewatch it
Yeah.
though.
I feel like it's such a big thing in the Midwest, though, and I've watched two
It's
episodes
something that
of the
people
TV
even
show.
talk about, even if they haven't seen it. Like,
Yeah.
they're just like, yeah, Fargo. Like, and even
Yeah.
people that come to visit, like, that's where that movie Fargo,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Fargo. Fargo. Yeah.
Grumpy old men.
So another little tidbit. Did you know that the voice at the end of the You Betcha videos where it's like, oh yeah, you betcha.
Yeah.
It's the cop from Fargo.
No,
Did you
That's
pay
her
him
voice.
to do that? Or is it
It's a
from-
girl.
Did you pay her to do that?
No, I don't.
Stole it.
I don't think so.
Or is it from a movie or something?
No, it's from Fargo, the movie.
Clip.
So they
it's
took
when-
it. They
okay.
stole it off of the movie.
Infringement.
Yeah, actually. So now, like when they're all sitting, well, you haven't seen it, but the cop's sitting down with the two younger gals at the bar, and they're like, she's like asking him questions about the stolen car, and the cop is just like listening to these gals talk, just ramble on about random shit. And the cop goes, "Oh yeah, you betcha." That's the sound clip that Miles uses in the You Betcha
Wow.
videos.
What a,
So,
my whole life.
The more you know, the more
My
you know.
life is a lie.
You know, the videos are good, but it's literally good because of that sound clip. And now you just ruined it for me.
He knows it's not.
Dude, do you watch that construction worker video? It's so funny.
Dude, I read the subtitles to it, and it was funny.
It was so funny. I'm like, this is gonna be a banger
I know,
video.
but dude, I could just, you know what bothered me, honestly, is that I could tell all of his clothes were brand new, dude. I'm like,
He
this
didn't work
mother-
a day in his life.
This shit is new, dude.
He's a fraud.
I think the stuff actually was new, but they
Yeah.
dirtied it up.
Yeah.
They tried to a little. They're
could
like,
tell.
I'm guessing. I don't know. I wasn't there when they filmed the video, but
But he used to work construction, didn't he?
yeah,
before?
with his dad. His dad actually
he's
still owns a
legit.
concrete
He
business.
just wasn't legit that day.
Yeah.
Because I seen people in the comments, like, I thought they were just going to like, rip on him about, you haven't worked a day in your life. And there was people doing it. And I'm like, fuck. And I seen he put on there, he's like, you
People-
wouldn't handle a day at Carpenters or something.
Dude, people on the internet have no chill. It is intense out there.
They don't
in
know
social
people's
media
story.
land. No, they fucking hop
Dude.
on whatever train is chugging and
Oh
they
my
just-
God.
with pitchforks and torches and you're
Yeah.
fucked.
It's
Don't have
unbelievable.
the angry mob of the internet come
It's
at you.
unbelievable. Seriously. So after the
crazy.
construction worker video came out, I'm assuming some people had seen the video that maybe hadn't seen You Betcha before. But there's been multiple people messaging the page because I get all the notifications from the main page messages. And they're just like essentially fat shaming Miles.
Fat shaming him?
Yes. So like
dude?
in the
Fuck.
comments, yes. So, or not in the comments, in the messages, people DM him. For example, there was a couple of them that really stood out to me. That was like, do you still play football or are you just shaped like one?
Oh, hell no. That's ruthless.
So that was one of them.
That's ruthless.
Another one was, since you're a social media influencer, you should really lose some weight. You're showing the kids whatever. I didn't read the message. It's just what pops up, so I can't read the
Are
whole
you
thing.
kidding me? This
Her
is
name-
America. 90% of the kids are overweight. There's too much freaking GMOs and shit.
That was
preservatives
written-
in food.
That was
there's-
written by Karen.
There's another
Karen.
one that said, "How old are you? 26, going on heart attack?" Question mark.
Oh, dude, that's
Dude, like
up.
they're not kind in the DMs.
Does he see these? Or does he?
I'm sure. Well, one thing I will say, they get hundreds of messages a day.
Yeah.
It's literally impossible to respond to every single one
Right.
and not have one full job dedicated to answering messages because there's just too many messages.
That's probably the good thing about being so big, though, is that all these people send this hate mail.
Yeah.
But you're so big that you
have
don't
no idea.
have time to look, so you
Whatever.
don't see it.
said whatever.
Yeah, that's like the goal that you get to that point, you know?
Yeah. So basically, the DMs don't get read at all unless there's a little blue
You
check
read 'em.
mark. I
And it's verified from another.
Yeah, I
yeah.
read most of them, but if a DM comes in
Networking.
with a blue check mark, so like they're a verified
100%.
account,
Yeah.
they at least get looked at. Like, oh, who is it? oh yeah, we're not going to respond to that person.
So that's really, you were talking about paying for verification and shit. That's how it is. Like you have the inside
Do you
information.
pay for it, or do you actually earn it in a way?
You have to earn it.
Like the followers
and it's random.
and shit. Okay.
It's random because main You Betcha page has like 400 something thousand followers, and they are not verified. You Betcha is not verified on Instagram, which I think is really weird.
That is really
I thought they had 2 million.
All I
On
know is
Facebook.
I go on Facebook and I see you guys' videos everywhere.
Almost 3 million followers on Facebook now.
Damn.
But
So
on
how
the
does
Instagram,
that
no.
like? I'm super interested in that. How does that actually generate into real world residuals? Like,
this
how do
insider
you
information?
Like
make
money? Like how do you make money from the videos, basically?
100%. Yeah, like
Well-
that following. How does that translate into real world money?
So in these bigger pages, there's a couple of ways that you can monetize on it, and
Right.
From the standpoint of getting money per views, and basically what they do is the ads that they put in these big videos is what pays the creators. So you get paid based on how long they view it. If they, well, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, basically just how long they view it, how many ads they're being shown, and what ads are being shown is what determines the direct amount of money that you make. But it gets shown to more people if people like, share, comment, send it to a friend, that kind of stuff.
If it actually has like real organic engagement,
Yep.
then they're actually interested in giving you money for
Yep.
it.
So like how the algorithm works, from what I understand, I mean, it's super complicated, but at a basic, what it's boiled down to, they show it to a couple people. Like your video is guaranteed to be shown to X amount of people, no matter your size of following. And this is more so geared towards TikTok, I guess. But like you get, for sure it's shown to 7 people, but if all 7 of those people either watch it for X period of time, let's say 3 seconds or more, then it gets shown to 15 people.
And then if
the majority of those people see it for more than 3 seconds or stay on the page, then it gets shown to a little bit more, and it just keeps going from there. And then there's also factors like if the few people that have seen it all have sent it to a friend in a DM or tagged a friend in it or commented or liked it, then that also attributes to who it gets shown to.
Right.
So there's so many different factors all working at one time, but basically the ads turn into revenue because what the people are paying for the ad to go on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever, is, these platforms take a cut of that, and then the little, take a big cut of it. The little bit of that goes to the creators. So, I mean, for example, yeah,
You're way too in depth. In this. I'm like, what the
He's
fuck,
like,
dude?
man,
I mean, this is cool.
way over.
Advertisement pays them.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
how they make the
Ads-
money.
ads
Marketing
make the money.
101.
Ads pay for it. Ads pay for it. I mean, really what it comes down to, if you're not paying to use the product, you are the product. You know?
Right.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm some guru. I heard that off The Social Dilemma on Netflix.
You listen to Joe Rogan.
I follow Elon Musk on Twitter.
Yeah. I watched Elon Musk smoke a blunt on Joe Rogan, so I'm cultured.
Enlightened. Yeah.
But
Woke.
yeah,
Woke as fuck.
yeah. So like, if you don't pay for the product, then you are the product. Basically saying like these companies, you don't pay for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok because these companies are farming your data, and that's how their money is being made, is by tracking your likes and interests down to a science, so that they know, hey, you want to reach this specific person, I'm going to charge you X amount. Okay, now we'll show it to that specific person.
Yep.
Well, we've even seen that just for our advertisements on our small page. I mean, it's the same way.
And it boils down to the fact where they know you're more likely to buy this product, so that's the person they're going to show it to. Because,
right to the demographic that they want to be selling.
because the more that this company sells, the more that they're going to put in ads, and the more they put in ads, the more you're going to buy.
That's how Facebook
Vicious
knows that
cycle.
you were thinking about buying that recliner chair from Slumberland.
Yes.
And it like pops up like right there.
Oh, and it goes even deeper than that. They use Facebook pixels and cookies. They track your data going from website to website. They know your Google search history.
They know what
all
you
this.
like. Yeah,
literally-
delete your search.
You're literally getting all this from the Social Dilemma right now, are you not?
No.
What is
this,
is
I
that?
feel like this
That's
is
a
just,
movie, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
It's really good. You should watch it.
I
On
would
Netflix.
watch it. It sounds like
I feel like
it.
it's pretty much this. I
Basically.
wasn't that interested
I mean,
in it.
yeah,
though.
it's pretty much this, but I feel like it's just pretty much common knowledge now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's no secret
Yeah.
we're being tracked. All we do,
100%.
You know
for
what's-
good reason. It makes money.
You know what's what's crazy?
Everything is about money, my
Exactly.
friend. Unfortunately, honestly.
What's crazy to me is that I feel like we're never going to come out of this. Like, it's always going to keep getting worse.
It might get just crazier progressively because just from like watching it all happen.
Yeah.
Like if you think back like 15 years ago, shit was way more mild.
Oh yeah.
No, there wasn't even social media.
No, and like, dude,
Well,
like
probably.
things
Real.
that were risque back then when I was a kid were like cleavage and like showing your stomach and shit. And like, I guess maybe I'm old. I'm 33, but that's not a lot of time for that to change so much. You know,
No.
it's crazy.
Very
No, you're
quick.
right.
The
You're
world
right.
is
Now it's like vulgar everything all
Yes.
the time, everywhere you look. Like
Everyone's all about the shock value.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but on like a whole entire society level.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, yeah, let's fucking
Sex,
go.
drugs, rock and roll.
Bush life. Yeah.
The whole way that I look at it though is that it's not going to get better because the bad people right now are raising the next generation, and it
man.
just goes down and down and down. I feel like it's so hard to break out of that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really hard with the way that everything operates. You know, like it's not. We've created this platform for influencers and celebrities and stuff to influence an entire generation of people who are at the peak of their, you know, vulnerability. You know, the kids, man, they're the next generation, and what it is right now is kind of toxic, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
like, it's no good for the future.
It's super weird that these
won't
kids
change.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's super weird that these kids get famous off of dancing on TikTok.
What they're into now is crazy.
They
and I
idolize
can't
these
even
people.
Understand it? Like my kids would rather watch another kid play a video game than even play
Yeah.
it themselves. And it's like,
Yeah, like watching the streamers and stuff.
yeah,
Weird.
yeah.
Back
It's
in
like-
my day, we watched people pound nails through their ears like real men.
yeah,
The
like
Dudesons.
it's like
Fucking
this, dude,
Steve-O.
it's like the blue collar America that was like, you know, in its prime, like when my parents were in their prime, like it's gone. Like the whole system and the work ethic and the way things were,
Yeah.
it's dead.
It's
Everybody's
tough.
soft right now, dude.
Everyone's
SAWFT.
super soft.
Yeah, and
hell
everybody
yeah,
wants an
dude.
internet job.
Yeah,
you know, like
you
Fucking
got, like,
fuck those internet job guys. I'm
look
saying it right
Look at him
now.
over there. With
I mean,
the internet
basically
job.
me. Basically me. Like I
Sit over there on your.
I mean, I'm
on
just-
your pedestal with your internet job. No,
I
I'm
mean,
just kidding.
I do feel really blessed that I'm able to make
Hell
a
yeah.
career out of it. But at the same time, like it's such a weird concept that is my job, to make funny videos and memes, and that is what I get paid to do.
It's like, that's crazy to me. That's kind of
Weird.
like working for Google
unreal.
or something,
Yeah.
dude. You know,
Ground
Like,
level. He talks about ground level. I mean, I just went golfing with the guys there, and I've been at my company for 5 years last Saturday. And I went golfing with these guys, and they're like, "Yeah, I've been here since we started. I've been here since we started. It's been a year and a half." And I'm like, "Your company, like everything, it's so new. All the whole internet money, everything is so new,
So new.
and it's so scary to me that it's so unstable."
Well, internet money has always been
Yes.
there, but to this
But
scale.
Yeah.
It's
Like this
huge
is
now.
now picture this. It's not just my salary being paid from this, from funny videos and memes. It's literally, we have 12 full-time employees.
Yeah.
There's 12 families eating off of
Insane,
funny videos.
Dude, that's insane. That's awesome. Like
That's nuts.
It's basically the way that we're able to like put our stuff out there at like our fingertips. It's created like a whole different bracket of like small businesses. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like you don't have to be you know, Warner Brothers Studios to create something that content that people want. You can literally be in the basement somewhere
Yes.
with some microphones doing a podcast.
People
Right.
like
And it can go crazy.
Exactly.
You know?
the new
nuts.
generation does not like highly produced shows. They
That's
don't like
100%. Yeah.
They don't like Discovery Channel.
I
shit
would like
that's
go out
produced.
on a limb and even say they just don't like anything quality.
Yeah.
They just don't like. It's all about
Yeah.
that. It's kind of like gutter punk shit, but like in a new age.
Raw.
Like
Yeah.
They
Well,
just
even
wanna
me,
fucking-
even me, I would rather watch YouTube than watch the Discovery Channel.
I watch so much YouTube,
So
like
much YouTube.
music
Same.
videos. Like
I'm the
what's
same way.
MTV? Like YouTube is where I get all my music videos and
Yeah.
all my music.
I'm more
Yeah.
talking like vlog people that like.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of a TV show about their life.
Yeah,
But they do it themselves.
That is a good point.
That's all I watch.
I'm
That's a good
super
point.
into exotic animals, and I watch a lot of those too on YouTube.
Fuck
Yeah, you
Carol
got some
Baskins.
reptiles at
Yeah.
the shop.
I do have some at the shop. Yeah, we just got a shark.
No shit.
Yeah, it's like a lifelong goal of mine to get an actual saltwater shark, and it was a huge task. But like I build all my enclosures and stuff myself, and I've been keeping exotic animals for like 6 years, mostly reptiles. But the shark was it was something else.
Dang.
How big
I'll
is
tell
the
you
shark
what.
gonna
So
get?
the shark is right now maybe like 16, 18 inches long.
Okay.
in
How big will
total.
it get?
4 feet.
Oh shit!
She'll be a big shark.
You're gonna need a big tank, bro.
Yeah, she'll outgrow this one. This is a big tank now, but it's going to be about a 3-year habitat for her, and then she'll go into a big salt.
I got like a
pond.
thing of salt, and you do live in Forest Lake. You could just throw the thing of salt in the lake, and then throw the shark in there and let that fucker go.
Yeah, hello.
That's a big tank.
How much salt would it take to turn Forest Lake into
I
a
don't-
saltwater
that's
lake?
not
that
how
is
it works,
insane.
but-
I have no idea. This is my first time with saltwater, and it's pretty crazy, man.
So do you have to buy salt water? Or do you make salt water? How does that
I
work?
actually did buy salt water from the local pet shop, and then you
That sounds
just-
expensive.
Saltwater itself isn't expensive, but everything else is.
It's just so weird because like
really-
a bottle of water, even of fresh water, spring water,
Yeah.
is $1.50, and you have to fill a tank to hold a 4-foot fucking shark.
Yeah.
That
No,
sounds
the
expensive.
whole
That's a good
project
point.
the project was not cheap, but it's worth it. Like what I did at the shop was create something that was more of like an experience, like an environment,
sure.
like a theme park kind of.
Yeah.
Dude, where else can you go see a reptile, a shark, and get your booty hole tattooed?
And get your booty hole tattooed.
Dude, nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Culture.
I would venture to say we're probably the only.
What kind of reptiles do you have? Snakes or what?
So I breed snakes. I actually got baby snakes hatching right now at home. So I'm gonna go home and
Holy
see
shit.
if they're out. Yeah. I breed ball pythons. I'm trying to breed poison dart frogs. I have a Burmese python. She's 13
Dude,
feet long.
fuck
Jesus.
that, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck
she
that,
weighs
dude.
like 100 pounds.
feet.
Yeah, she weighs. She's huge, dude, and she's heavy. She eats rabbits. Yeah, I collect all kinds of crazy rare species of reptiles. And
Do you
stuff.
have any spiders?
I don't yet, but I do. I am gonna get an electric blue spider.
We were gonna-
It's a tarantula.
We were gonna buy a tarantula not too long ago.
They're pretty cool, man. You know, I probably won't hold it a lot, but I just, it's chill. Yeah. I got this really cool Pac-Man frog. He's cool. He's just like this big blob, big green blob.
Really?
Yeah. I got all kinds of weird stuff. My goal is one day to have my own little building that I can set up basically my own exhibit.
Sounds like you already have enough animals that you can use a building.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
could.
lot of shit.
Add onto the
could.
back of the shop, add in a couple more tattoo booths, and then the other half is like a museum area.
There's a certain point where you're not in the tattoo business, you're in the zoo business.
Right. Yeah, we actually. It's funny that you mentioned that because like there's definitely a point. Like we had, I was like, no more animals. It's like we can only have fish and one animal. We got a really cool green tree python that's in this really awesome display case, and
You're the next Joe Exotic, man.
dude, minus the meth and the homosexuality. Not there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not into that. I don't know though. I'm not super into the tigers and anything dangerous. I got kids. So.
Anything
Dude,
dangerous.
you got a 13-foot python.
You
What
guys,
the fuck?
it's like a puppy. It's fine.
Dude, even a 100-pound puppy would freak me the fuck
Dude,
out, bro.
I tell you what, she's intimidating, dude, but she's really chill. Like,
Dude, hey,
it's
where the
crazy.
fuck are their legs, man? That's what I want to know.
Right.
Like, that's what freaks me out. Why don't you have
Where are they
legs, dude?
legs?
Snakes, well, that's the cool thing about snakes. Like, they have evolved in such a way to be like the perfect predator, and they don't have legs.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Impressive. That's all
It
I
is
can
impressive.
say. Like,
Snakes freak
think
me
about
out.
it. Yeah.
Snakes freak me out.
Oh,
The way they
they're
move
very
around, it's
cool,
just so
man.
ominous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
no,
know
it's
what it
fucking
is
creepy.
about it. I just like connect with. They're just cool to me.
Dude, I say the less legs you got, the creepier you are, man. I mean, even snakes. I mean, spiders.
Lieutenant Dan was a creepy
That's
motherfucker.
a fact.
Freaked
That's a
out.
fact.
But like spiders, I'm all right with spiders.
The less legs you got, the
You're
freakier
okay with
you are.
spiders?
I'm all right with
But
spiders.
you don't like snakes. Like that's weird. Most people that like
guess-
don't like snakes don't like spiders.
I've
too.
never came in direct contact with a tarantula, I guess. But
I
like,
always said the chillest animal is a centipede.
Oh my god, no, dude! Have you ever watched that dude on YouTube that lets him bite him?
No.
Like, there's a guy.
teeth, dude. Fuck.
So supposedly one of the centipedes that he got bit by is like super like poisonous and crazy. So the guy goes out and he lets things bite him like tarantulas and bees and wasps. And
This is what I'm
all
talking
that.
about. People make a living off this
Right,
weirdest
dude.
shit.
Is this
But he-
tripping with Lee?
I don't know. But he had this centipede thing bit him, and he said it's like it was the worst bite he ever had out of everything. Was that centipede?
How'd he
Really?
piss it
So
off?
I don't fuck with centipedes.
Did he like say your mom joke, or how'd he piss it off to bite
I
him?
don't know. He like had it in a cup and like put it on his skin and like
Shakes it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
get some.
We talked about this before on here, I know, but that episode of Family Guy when like a millipede goes in with centipedes, or a centipede goes in with millipedes, and the one's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait a minute.
Imposter.
It's so simple. It's so simple. This is brilliant, dude.
Family Guy, it takes like the cake as far as the like just the obvious dumb fucking jokes.
Hilarious.
Like great.
Hilarious.
All the funny shit that you be sitting there smoking and thinking about, they just really made it.
Yeah.
Like, all the good.
I
things.
feel like I was really raised by Family Guy in
I
South
think
Park.
a whole generation of us were.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
What's up with every time you go and spend the night in a hotel? South Park's on every time on one channel, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the time of the day.
Comedy
you get back.
Central.
Yeah,
Like,
Comedy
it's
Central.
it's always on.
It is. And Family Guy is always on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Family
TBS,
Guy is always
FX.
on too.
Or FX? I thought it was TBS.
Fox.
There's so
Or
much.
Fox.
There's
I don't
so
know.
much
Fox
shit
owns
now. I
Family.
got a smart TV, so. When I first moved into my house a couple years ago, I was like way behind on the times, dude. I was renting movies from Redbox, like
Hell yeah.
going to it and shit. Like
That's crazy too.
Netflix
But now
delivering to
I
your
got
house.
this smart TV, and the thing has like I got HBO Max, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, Netflix, all this shit. And there's, you know what? I hate it because there's so much shit to watch. I can never make up my goddamn
You end up
mind,
spending
dude.
more money on all these subscriptions than you would
man.
just on regular cable.
And then the more things, like I said, and then it's like ass backwards because the more things I have, the more choices I have. I can't just like trying to figure out what to eat for dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
The one thing that I love about the streaming services, though, is that when a show's released, it's a whole season, and you just fucking binge the shit instead of leaving you on cliffhangers and you gotta wait a week.
I
that was the
appreciate
worst
that
about
a
kid.
lot,
About- as a kid. Yeah,
I mean, sometimes you have to do that now. Like they don't release the whole season at once on a lot of things, but like I'll
Right.
just wait until it's out all the way and then I'll watch it.
but then
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
like, I binge watched like 2 seasons of Stranger Things. And I loved it. Fucking awesome. Can't wait for the next season to come out. By the time the 3rd season came out, I was just like, I don't give a fuck.
Uninterested.
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck no more.
Yep.
Or you know,
I
you're
watched the
just,
first season of that, and then I don't know why I stopped, but it was good. It was great.
Yeah. I guess realistic. I don't know. Is there 3 seasons? I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
Should we take a little break?
Okay, dude. But I swear to God, if a centipede goes with the millipede, I'm gonna fucking call him out on it.
I'm calling them out.
Yeah. So where were we at? Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger
internet.
Things. How many?
Netflix.
I spend more money on subscription services than I would have cable.
Yeah.
I spend more
And
money
that's
on
where it's at.
prescriptions.
On prescriptions than I would on cable. Yeah. Well, to kind of wrap this up, we are kind of running long. Justin, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah,
we really
no
appreciate it. For those of you that stuck to the end of this thing, go see Justin at Electric Blue Tattoo. They do some absolutely incredible work. They got a lot of cool people working there, and they got a lot of cool animals in there. So go check them out.
Yeah, it's an
When
experience.
White Castle comments on our shit, I'll be looking for you guys for White Castle tattoo.
Hell yeah.
I said
What
that
is
if
this?
they-
What is this? Say this
I
again.
said if White Castle
recap.
comments on one of our things or DMs us, I'll get a White Castle tattoo.
They got to give you something too, though. Like you DM me with, like a free crave case. And
I already buy their sweaters, dude. I got a light up holiday White Castle sweater.
I love it.
So awesome,
White Castle
man.
Christmas sweater.
Yeah, I've come to terms. I have the app, so like every time there's a new merchandise, I try to pre-order.
You might appreciate this. Like I think it might have been like one of the first White Castles in the cities in the state or around in Minnesota. They recently just sold the building. And the one that looks like a White Castle.
I think I've been there. I've been there.
It's downtown. Yep.
Yeah, St. Paul.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
When it went up for sale, I immediately was like, "Oh, that'd be a rad tattoo shop."
Yeah, it would.
Fuck.
Right? That'd be fucking tight.
That would be.
I bet you that whole place smells like onions.
Yeah. That would definitely have a hard time getting that smell.
Thank you guys for listening to us here.
We do tattoos here, but they're tattooed on a bed of onions.
Oh,
that's what makes it good.
Deep fried Hello Kitties. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe to the pod. Send it to a friend. It helps us get more exposure. Comment on whatever. Just a little something goes a long ways when we can make money off of this, or at least make it pay for itself.
We're gonna make 30 cents a week here, really quick.
Buy
We're gonna have
t-shirts.
raging parties here in the next couple months.
Raging
popping
parties
again.
Buy a hat or a t-shirt or a
Right here.
sweatshirt, and that pays for the podcast. So
I was gonna say, you used to say like we have to wear one piece of merchandise every episode, and then you quit. Now you are, but you went a while without wearing anything.
I know, and I knew every time too, because I always would forget.
I think honestly, all of my good shirts are on tap shirts. All the other ones are junk, dude.
Mine's the exact opposite. I wore mine out.
Yeah.
But thanks everyone. We will see you next week.
I love you.